Start clapping.
We're bringing onto the stage Mike Townsend! Keep it going.
Hello. Now, comedian. We'll do a bit of research about the town or city that he's performing in, write a joke about it, and open with that joke. I've not done that. It's quite a difficult thing to do. What I like to do, just build a little bit of rapport with the audience using small talk. Hello? How are you?
Very well.
Excellent. Hello? How are you? Fantastic. This will take a while. Both fine examples of small talk. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. How are you? You didn't ask me how I was, but oh, there you are. I'm fine, thanks is always the answer. It's small talk. You don't need to go into any detail. Even if I've just found out I've only got 2 weeks to live, I'm still going to say, not too shabby, thanks, how are you? Some girl I used to work with did not get the memo, didn't understand the etiquette of small talk at all. She's in the kitchen, in the office, making a cup of tea, and I walk in and say, oh, hello Mary, how are you? And she says, bad. Fuck you, Mary! I'm just being polite. You didn't get the memo. That's not how small talk works. Now you've got me over a barrel with my trousers round my ankles and I've got no other choice than to ask you, why you feel bad? Why do you feel bad? Transpires that when she left work on Friday and drove home, she ran over her own cat when pulling onto their drive. Horrible, 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 horrible fucking story, Mary. It's 9:10 on a Monday morning. I don't live this shit. I was only being polite. The next time I see her in the kitchen, maybe it's the next week, I think I'm going to make small talk, but I'm not going to ask her how she is. She's in the kitchen, putting a big old bunch of flowers in a vase. And I just say, oh, hi Mary. What a lovely bunch of flowers they are. She goes, yes. Yes, they are. I've got to put them on a grave later. Fuck you, Mary! Not how small talk works! Anyway. I don't mean to sound racist, but I hate the 100 metres. I hate the 100 metres so much. You're not long enough for me. And you always finish too quickly. Are the last two things my ex-girlfriend Stacey said to me before she broke my heart and left me for that fella, Big Darren. I am over it now. I got married last year to somebody else. Right, silver medal. One thing I can guarantee you, maybe you guys will agree, is after you get married, the next time you see each and every single one of your wedding guests, they're all going to ask you the same question, and that is, how's married life? How's married life? Every single one of them, how's married life? And I'm an honest guy, so I always give them an honest answer, and that is exactly the same. Married life, exactly the same as life was before you get married, which is a shame, because I thought it would be a lot better. I remember some lads on my wedding day saying, once you're married, the sex will dry up. Not dry up. There'll be less sex. There'll be less sex, and I thought to myself, maybe you have less sex now that you're married, but that's not going to happen to me. And then all of a sudden, after you're married, people start referring to your lovely girlfriend as Mrs. Townsend, which is my mother's name. And I don't care what floats your boat, Sigmund, it doesn't float mine. I can never be the sort of guy who would look at my wife and go, are you coming to bed, Mrs. Townsend? Because my brain will go, don't fuck your mum. What about if the neighbour's here, they'll call the police. So I had to try and counteract it, and I thought, maybe I'll come up with a sexy name, a little pet name for her. The problem is I'm not very good at that sort of thing, and she didn't look impressed when I said, "Are you coming to bed, slutty McSlutface?" And so, people are right, there is less sex when you get married. I think the important thing about a marriage, about any relationship, is to find a balance and equilibrium so that everything's equal. So that's why half the time my wife chooses what we have for dinner. She chooses something like chicken. And then the other half the time, my wife still chooses what we have for dinner, but it'll be something different. I guess it's a balance that works for us. I'm quite indecisive, and she likes getting her own way. The problem is, because she's making all of the decisions all of the time, that gets quite tiring. And when she's tired, she'll lose her patience quickly, like Harold Shipman. So she'll lose her patience quickly and she'll say,
"Wife, I'm getting sick and tired of making all the decisions all of the time. I want you to choose what we have for dinner this evening."
Which is a fair request. But I know that when she says she wants me to choose what we have for dinner, what she means is she wants me to guess what she wants for dinner. So I'll say, "Well, I want beef."
No,
"Well, how about pork?"
no,
"Chicken?"
babe, you read my mind. It's a brilliant choice. It's exactly what I wanted all along.
I've done a lot of growing up recently, so I got married, as I said. I also passed my driving test. Driving tests, they are stressful. It's the way that they score the thing. You can make up to 15 minor errors, but if you make one major error, they fail you. And it hurts when someone fails you. I remember I phoned her up and I said, "Stacey, I want you to enjoy yourself on that hen doing shagaloof, but I've been looking at your Instagram and I'm worried about this fella that keeps popping up, Big Darren. Who is he? Don't let me down, Stacey. Don't fail me." Excuse me, sir. Come on, big lad. Come on, big lad. Silver medal's still good, still pretty good. Now, those bastards in the DVLA, they'll fail you for making one mistake on your driving test. Now that seems pretty unfair to me. You'd be pretty miffed if all tests were scored in exactly the same way. Like when you were at school, for example. "Hey yo, Mr. McAllister!" Listen, I'll stop there. I should inform you, I'm not very good at doing accents. I don't even know. A better comedian would have either learned how to do accents or just written jokes without accents in them. I've not done either of those. You have to persevere. I can't even do a Birmingham accent, and I'm actually from Birmingham. I lost it. I moved to Nottingham when I was 18 and lost it quite quickly, deliberately. I wanted all of the new and interesting people at university that was willing to have sex with me. So we'll press on. "Hey yo, Mr. McAllister! There seems to be something a little bit dodgy with the score you've given me on my maths paper. 99 out of 100. And yet, unless this F stands for fabulous, you failed me, innit, blood?" First of all, Gary, I'm your teacher. Don't call me blood. And secondly, where are you from? This is West Bridgeford School. We'll have a look at this maths paper. Let's not forget that all math papers are scored in exactly the same way as a driving test. And if you make one major error, we will have to fail you. And indeed, it looks like you've got the first 99 questions correct. You made a major error on the final question, so let's have a look at that together now. Dick and Dom are sharing a giant Toblerone. The Toblerone is 14 inches long. If Dom takes 6 inches, how many inches does Dick have? And you've written, "Mr. McAllister fucks farm animals." Oh, you've got Burn McAllister, underneath which you've drawn a man stood behind a pig, the pig saying, "Oh, what a lovely bumming, Mr. McAllister." Yeah, it says, "Show you're working, isn't it, blurs?" Listen, people, thanks for watching, thanks for coming out. Stacey? Guys, it's not her. Thanks, guys. I've been Mike Townsend. You've been wonderful.